Welcome to the Mint Luxury Conference. We have with us Ambassador Francois Richier, the Ambassador of France to India. Hello, Ambassador. It was a very interesting session that you had now, and we have a few questions for you. To begin with, you talk about, the importance of opening up the borders, and I thought that was a very interesting point. Can you talk a bit about what would be the impact of opening borders in India, the current scenario? If there is such an influx of European and American luxury goods, what can be done to protect the artisans, which is anyways highly endangered in many states?
I think if you look at the French experience, we have kept the artisans because we built up a whole industry which is based of course on our market, but also on export. When I mean opening the borders, it means opening the borders to foreign designers, foreign products, but also foreign design, everything, and foreign investment. All this will create a luxury supply chain in India, but they need that to support the artisans. Otherwise, the artisans will just die by themselves. So opening up doesn't mean only imports of luxury goods. It means taking inside the creators and the whole value chain.
That's right. In fact, when you talk about Make for India, I think that's kind of what you were alluding to. Could you expand a bit on that? Because you said that that's not, the point of view is not just about making in India, but it's also about making for India. And I think that sort of allows for a certain amount of, exchange of ideas. So could you please sort of expand on that?
Typically, Make for India is addressing the requirements of the Indian market, which is a market of its own, which is not bound to absorb foreign products, but to change the foreign products so that to adapt it to its own taste. And I was giving this example of creating saris, which for Hermès was a first in history. So they had to invent something. And you could do the same with many other brands and products, so that it really touches the soul of the people. Look at cosmetics. Cosmetics is the most intimate thing you can imagine. You put that on your face. So it's not just a foreign product. You have to make it suitable and lovable by the Indians.
And finally, I think besides the Indian market, and of course besides China, is there any other country that France is really interested in sort of penetrating as a luxury space?
The one which we left, where there would be no French luxury product. I don't think there is many. But you see, what is now new in the luxury market is that it's a world market. That is, the brands are global, tastes are and habits are changing and influencing each other, and people are traveling. They can purchase goods wherever they want. So you have to adjust yourself to this new type of customers and invent something which will be appealing everywhere in the world, but for different profiles. So it's extremely complex situation. Before that, you just have to design something which is aimed at a market and sell it on that market. But this is changing now. Look at the luxury goods are sold in Dubai and Singapore. Dubai and Singapore are very different places with very different people.
That's right. I'm sorry, I know I said that my last question was my last question, but I have one more. I don't know if you attended Abhik Sanghi's session that had happened before. Anyway, so he talked about the need for how, one of the things about the luxury market, contrary to what one would assume, is the need to go mass and the need to sort of further democratize. Within the context of what you were just saying in terms of, making the luxury product suitable for the market, when we do end up going mass, because that would be beneficial to both the maker as well as the, the consumer, how do you intend to do that?
As I said, the characteristic of a luxury good is that it reaches a certain level of extreme quality in various ways. That cannot be a mass product, simply because you cannot produce in a massive way something with this level of attention and precision. What you can do is to make some sub-products at a cheaper price, which will be a step for aspirational categories or youth on their way to enter on the luxury goods market. But make it as a massive product, mass product. You will see immediately the real luxury customers moving to something else. And that has happened in the past for some fashion designers in France, which tried to make money on mass products with their brand. Just the brand has declined. So be careful.
All right. On that note, thank you so much. It was very nice meeting you, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.